What's happening, everyone? My name is Chris Johnston.
And my name is Mick.
And this is the 2-minute AI tip. Let's get right into it. So this video is all about visualizing your data from a database using natural language. In this example, we have a client who's trading some biotech stocks and he wanted some help visualizing his investments. I will note that all of this data is publicly available and we're not sharing anything proprietary. So this query was written by hand by the very talented Christina Escalante here at the Silver Logic. Now we hit a couple APIs and loaded everything into a database and then wrote this SQL query to generate this first table we needed. And we needed the hedge funds, we needed the tickers they own, their current shares, previous shares, and a bunch of other data about them. So if you, like me, are scared by code like this video is exactly for you. So this is an SQL query and it hits the database and gets the data that you asked for. Now this first view works great, but I need a second view, and instead of bugging Christina, I decided to see if ChatGPT could help me with the SQL query. So let's take a look at that. Now I can't just ask what I want for, I have to give it some context. So it was really handy the fact that I already had an SQL query written so it could start to understand how things are structured in the database. Now I didn't ask it for anything here, so it's just going to assume I want an explanation. So here it started writing a description, and I didn't read any of this, but I let it go because I wanted it to just talk out the problem itself. So here I just gave it a little more context about a hedge fund holds stocks, and now I ask for the next piece. Write another SQL query. This should get all the stocks in the database and show a list of the hedge funds that hold it. And here, first try, it gets it right. So you can see here, I can just copy this, bring it over here into PG admin, paste it in, hit play. Now we have this beautiful list of the tickers and all the hedge funds that own it. Now that worked great, but I also wanted to see the stocks that were owned by the most hedge funds that we like. So I asked for that and it gave me the same SQL query, but it added this little function in here. So now I can copy this, and now we can see the list goes from kind of top to bottom, where these are the ones that are only owned by one hedge fund, and these are the stocks that are owned by many hedge funds. Now this helps my client because he wants to buy the stocks that most of his favorite portfolio managers are buying, in addition to his own research. Now I ask it to only return ticker stocks that are under $10, and you can see it slips in this little line of code. And now we want to make sure that we only include stocks where the hedge fund currently holds it today, which is represented by the current shares. So it also slots in addition to stocks under $10 to make sure that current shares is above 0. And now we slot in the updated SQL query, push play, and we have a client approved list. Now this is only scratching the surface of what's possible. I've shown you in previous videos where you can generate graphs and bar charts based on data. And this is just here to show you how not only you can display it, but you can also get the data. Maybe in future videos, I'll show you how you can pair the two up. Now, if your company doesn't have a business analyst on the payroll, I highly recommend you look into something like this.
Ciao, are you that time?